6:49, time now for the morning rush. A former gun store owner is awaiting sentencing after admitting to his role in helping traffic guns out of state. According to the plea agreement from 2018 to 2021, James Tafoya used letters from then Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez and former Undersheriff Rudy Mora to obtain machine guns meant for law enforcement that are illegal to sell to private citizens. Tafoya could be facing up to a year in prison. APD is addressing rumors that a man who moved to Albuquerque last year may have been lynched. APD says Javon Given was found dead last year in front of a vacant business near Corrales Road and NM 528. A statement from APD says investigators did not identify signs of foul play, and the Office of the Medical Investigator determined that Mr. Given died by suicide. Ryan.
And we have had some very enchanting weather across the Land of Enchantment with a sea of fog in the Estancia Valley, some dense fog advisories. The sun is beginning to rise. Calm winds outside of Albuquerque, but gustier winds compared to yesterday, and more thunderstorms are possible ahead.
The Albuquerque Police Department is asking for your help as they search for a missing woman. APD says 28-year-old Haley Padiacker was last seen on September 6th near Central and Coors. She's described as having brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information on her whereabouts, you're asked to call 242-COPS. The city of Albuquerque is giving its community safety department a massive funding boost. City councilors have approved giving $2.9 million in opioid settlement funds to ACS. $1.9 million will go toward housing stability and supportive housing services for people in substance abuse recovery. The remaining funds will go toward expanding street outreach. Ryan.
And there's a marginal chance of severe weather, meaning at least a few storms are more likely to produce some flash flooding, some hail and strong winds.
With the election fast approaching, early voting in Bernalillo County begins today. Voting will begin at the County Clerk's Annex at Lomas and 15th through October 17th, and then will expand to 20 locations across the county. Early voting ends November 1st. You can find more information at alwayson.krqe.com. Here's a quick look at some of today's scheduled events. Dawn Patrol is already up in the air. The balloon launch will start at 7. The green flag has been given. The participants in the fly-in competition are scheduled to launch at 8, and then the chainsaw carving exhibition is scheduled from 8 until noon.
And now it's time for the 5 facts. Number 5, UNM students will have the chance to greet the pond residents again as the ducks have returned. The namesake waterfowl have been spotted again at the pond after being left when the water is drained for repairs. During construction, the pond's fish, ducks, and turtles were moved to UNM's golf course, but the wildlife has finally returned.
To spreading Balloon Fiesta love to Los Ranchos, and it's the first time an event has been held outside the park. With most events focused on the hot air balloons as they take flight, Globito Glow highlights pilot skills as they operate remote-controlled mini balloons. As part of the event, 66 balloons were raised in honor of Route 66 and its significance within the state. The event's first night had a sold-out crowd with more than 3,000 people in attendance.
And at number 3, Balloon Fiesta weather looking pretty good. We got that green flag out there. Dawn Patrol went up. A little bit of a cool and mostly calm morning. Now, winds, generally between 7 to 9 miles per hour, generally just above the surface. At the surface of Balloon Fiesta Park, we've actually experienced lighter winds than that. So the box effect, something we may see 3, 4, 5,000 feet up. Southwesterly winds are still present out there, but a little bit breezier aloft. Tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, not that cool out there, but box effects are still possible. And with cloudy skies out there, we'll deal with beautiful sunrises.
Spell rumors surrounding a man's death last year as protests demand to know more. The man, Javon Given, was found dead in front of a vacant business near Corrales Road and NM 528 last year. Police and investigators determined Given had committed suicide, but some on social media have described his death as a lynching. APD issued a statement saying, in part, investigators did not identify signs of foul play, and the Office of the Medical Investigator determined that Mr. Given died by suicide. And at number 1, a former gun store owner is awaiting sentencing after admitting to his role in helping traffic guns out of state. James Tafoya pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting and keeping false records by a federal firearm licensee. According to the plea agreement from 2018 to 2021, Tafoya used letters from then Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez and former Undersheriff Rudy Mora to obtain machine guns meant for law enforcement that are illegal to sell to private citizens. Tafoya could be facing up to a year in prison, may have to pay a $100,000 fine, and will be forced to turn over dozens of guns. We reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office to ask why Gonzalez and Mora weren't charged. A spokesperson tells us she is, quote, unable to respond to media inquiries during the current government shutdown.